Hey, it's that time again. Summer coming to a close, autumn knocking at the door. It's football season, and the Valley Channel is here for it. The game of the week tonight for the opener of the 24 season is Ridgeline hosting Bonneville. Ridgeline lost by 7 in the semifinals last year to eventual champions Crimson Cliffs, and they return a lot of production on both sides of the ball, including quarterback Nate Daly, who's been starting since he was a freshman. He can sling the ball all over the yard, but you can't throw the ball or run the ball if guys are tackling you in the backfield, and that's the big question for the Riverhawks. What will their O-line be? They've got one great offensive lineman back, and then they have 4 question marks. How fast that line gels will tell a lot about how Ridgeline season goes. Bonneville is a physical, tough, and nasty team, and it's a huge test for the Riverhawks in week 1. Stick around. The game of the week is coming up next. I got a chance to talk with Coach Travis Cox earlier this week about his team, and he says, you know, having a lot of guys back is a big deal, but the offensive line is going to be our number one focus. We lost a lot of guys, and he said to me, we will go as those guys go. On the defensive side of the ball, they feel pretty good. They got a lot of guys back over there, including Crew Jones, who's just a sophomore, but he's 6'4", about 220 pounds, and he's a 3-star recruit according to some services. That guy can just wreck an offense. Daly, Livingston, White, all back, and newcomers coming in behind him. They feel really good about that offense. Bonneville, though, tough, physical. Their defense has been different every year, according to Coach Cox, and that makes it tough to prepare for them. So he'll be interested to see what they bring tonight as they take on the Riverhawks for Ridgeline in week 1.
Say the word base.
The game of the week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. So welcome to Ridgeline High School in Millville. Eric Olson along with you tonight as the 2024 high school football season gets going with a 4A, 5A battle. 4A Ridgeline hosting 5A Bonneville here in Millville. Beautiful evening. It was a little bit breezy earlier, but that breeze has kind of died down now. And the sun working its way toward the Wellsville Mountains in the west and the picturesque Bear River Range behind the stadium here to the east as the team captains out for the coin toss. The questions for the Riverhawks are not in their skill positions. They have a lot of skill position guys back. It's up front, especially offensively. They have one offensive lineman, Easton Hammond, that's back. He's a junior. He's a load. He's 260 pounds, about 6'3", 6'4", and you see him out there. He's number 51 out there with the team captains. Ridgeline is going to receive, so their offense will get out there first. But after Hammond, it's a lot of unknowns. You got Tayson Knighton, number 55, a freshman, that's going to be starting at center. So that all-important center spot, getting the ball back to the quarterback, Nate Daly, who's in his 3rd year starting, been starting since he was a freshman. You got Kyler May, the junior, at right guard. Right tackle, TJ Tulimase Ali'i. He's a senior. He's come up here from Las Vegas. His family moved in. And then Cade Barrett, a sophomore, at the left tackle. Those are the guys that are going to be protecting Daly and trying to open up holes for J.T. White and Jackson Lindsay. We mentioned J.T. White. He had a heck of a season last year as well. White, a senior. He's been plagued by injuries for the last couple of years. He got through most of the season last year before he got dinged up a little bit. But between those two running backs, they rushed for almost 1,400 yards between the two of them. 7 touchdowns each. And that's Lindsay and White, and they're both back. Clark and Livingston back deep to receive. And Bonneville getting set to kick. Their defense has been their calling card the last few years, Bonneville. Big and nasty. Briggs Taylor.
Kicking off for the Lakers, number 85, Briggs Taylor.
So Taylor will address the ball, and football season is back. Our long national nightmare is over. Ball fumbled on the pickup, and then coming through across the 30 is Livingston. It looked like bad news early for Ridgeline, and he ends up bringing it out to about the 33-yard line. Does Livingston, and that's where Ridgeline will start. Nate Daly, 60% passer last year, 3,175 yards, 31 touchdowns through the air, 12 interceptions, 111 yards on the ground, and 4 touchdowns for Daly. Number 8, Livingston will swap sides. Crew Jones starts in the backfield. Jones on a little swing. Jones, the sophomore. Big gain. Bowls his way forward for 9. He usually plays tight end. He starts in the backfield. On that play, and he picks up 9. It's 2nd down and 1. Crew Jones, a defensive end, wrecks offensive game plans. And again, he's just a sophomore. He turned 16 a couple of months ago. Tight formation. And Daly takes a look at the D. Everybody up. Those safeties are within 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they try to get over top. There, they show run, and they're going to stay with it. And they're going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Gain of about 5 for White. And a 1st down.
23, J.T. White on the carry. He'll get enough for a, say it with me, Ridgeline, 1st down.
Jones a tight end on the near side. White in motion, and Daly's going to be all alone in the backfield. Looking for a man, goes underneath. He's got Livingston. Livingston popped as he catches it. Picks up a couple, and that's it. It'll be 3rd down. Pardon me, it'll be 2nd down.
With the tackle, Damian Bizzard.
Gain of 2. Livingston and Brady Cook on the far side. Daly's going to fake the give. He's rolling out, finds his man, makes one man miss, and then he's brought down. That's Knighton. About a 6-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Jet Hershey on the tackle.
So the first 3rd down. Of the season for Ridgeline.
For the Hawks.
So far, that offensive line looking okay. I mean, look at the size of the center. We talked about him, Tayson Knighton. He's a big kid, and he's a freshman. 3rd and 2. Give it off to White. White has a blocker in front of him, and he's got green grass. JT White inside the 10 and down to the 5-yard line.
That's enough for a Ridgeline first down.
39 yards on 3rd and 2. Huge hole for White. And it's 1st and goal at the 6-yard line for Ridgeline. The new look Riverhawks with those green helmets. Remember, they've had white helmets. That's definitely a color that pops. Daly's going to hand it off. Nope, he's going to keep on the little option. Now he gets rid of it, just throws it out of bounds. Daly had somebody in the backfield with him. It looked like Damian Bizzard was back there messing things up for the Lakers, and Daly with his first incompletion. He starts the game 3 for 3. Let's go! 16 yards. Operating on the far hash. Knighton goes in motion. Hand it off to White. Pops it outside, run to the pylon and score for JT White. The Riverhawks into the end zone. It took them less than 3 minutes. 9:17 on the first quarter clock, and White caps it off with the 6-yard touchdown run. 3 carries, 50 yards on that possession for White, including the big 39-yard scamper. Young, the kicker, he comes with a lot of accolades. He got a lot of looks in some national camps this year, and he's getting some attention. And he makes it 7-0 Ridgeline with 9:17 to play in the first quarter on the game of the week. Pretty good looking drive by Ridgeline as they take the opening kickoff down the field and score. The offensive line doing their part, opening up holes for JT White to run for 50 yards on 3 carries. Daly was pressured once, but he ended up going 3 for 4 for 16 yards. And pretty much staying untouched. Kicking toward the far pylon. Mansoray is going to take it there at about the 3. They're a little bit worried about Mansoray. They said he's a heck of a player, and that's who defensively they're going to be looking at. He gets out to about the 17-yard line, and that's where Bonneville will take over. Jance Afuvai, the coach for Bonneville, 6-6, tied for 4th in Region 5 last year with a 4-3 record. They were 14th in the RPI. They lost to Roy in the second round. 1 state title for the Lakers. And Cole Luters looks to the sideline. He's got Havili in the backfield with him. Luters fires to the edge, complete. Gain of about 4 out there to Davis. And Luters puts it right where it needs to be.
On the tackle.
Hunter Davis, the senior.
2nd and 7 for the Lakers.
Jet Hershey lines up to the far side now. And 2 receivers on the near side, Mansoray in the slot. That's who they're looking at. Makes one man miss. Mansoret's got some green grass in front of him. Turns the corner, finally bowled out of bounds at about the 40, and they're going to say he stepped out. Before that, he goes from the 21 to the 37, 16-yard gain. You see, they're a little bit worried about Mansoret and his athleticism. The senior, he's a 6-foot wide receiver, and he's going to head for the sideline on this play. Havili in the trips formation, 5 wide. Luders in the backfield all by himself against a 3-man down lineman rush. And Havili's going to come back to the backfield. A linebacker's coming. They're setting up the screen. Havili, he's got blockers out in front. Havili, first down. Picks up about 12 on a well-executed play
brought down by Hunter Knight.
For Luders.
Before the Lakers get the first down, ball spotted on the 49-yard line. Laker, first down.
So the Lakers trailing 7-0 on the move with 8:21 to play in the first quarter. They're at their own 49-yard line. Luders and Havili look to the sideline, as does the whole offense. Jones and Alice, along with Richards, your defensive lineman. A lot of time for Luders. He puts it right on Jet Hershey, and Hershey can't come up with it. So Luders with his first incompletion. Second and 10. Hershey to the near side. Davis will go far side. Hershey goes in motion. He's going to motion behind, and they give it inside to Havili. Havili cuts it back in, slips underneath one would-be tackler, and picks up 4. First rush of the ball game, and it's going to be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Lakers.
Bonneville in Ridgeline territory at the 47. See if Ridgeline brings extra rushers. They've already run one screen successfully. That gives the defense something to think about. Well, they may not want to pin their ears back, but it looks like Ridgeline's coming. Here they come. Luders gets rid of it. Mansoret pulls it in, just short of the sticks. A pickup of 5, but he needed 6. So it's going to be 4th and a yard.
Come on, Ridgeline. Get behind your defense on this important first down. 4th down.
Bonneville's going to run it out of the pistol. Havili, the back. Trouble with the snap, trouble with the exchange, trouble all around. And Ridgeline stuffs Havili for a 2-yard loss. And Bonneville's drive stalls out. The snap was short of Luders. He had to reach down and get it, and then that messed up the timing between he and his running back. And Ridgeline will take over, leading 7-0. A promising looking drive for Bonneville. Ends with the turnover on downs. Ridgeline 1st and 10 at their own 45. Lindsay comes out to join Dally in the backfield on this possession. Fake the inside give to Lindsay. Going deep, quick change, man there. Livingston pulls it in. 44 yards for Livingston.
Ridgeline, first down. Puts it 10 for the Riverhawks.
So the Riverhawks go up top after the change of possession. Dally put it right on Livingston. He had to stretch a little bit for it. but it's 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Hand it to Lindsay. Lindsay spun down just as he gets up to the line of scrimmage by Kaysen Howard, the nose guard. Maybe a yard. It's crazy. Both of these running backs ran for 673 yards. Both of them had 7 touchdowns. White ran for on 124 carries. Lindsay on 123. Talk about splitting time. Under 6 minutes to play in the first period. Ridgeline looking to put another score on the board, and they do. Livingston takes it away from the DB as Daly dropping dimes in buckets.
Number 81, Aaron Young, will take the point after.
You cannot throw a much better ball than that. Aaron Young, the kicker, on for the point after. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And with 5:52 to play in the first quarter, Ridgeline scores again, 14-0 Riverhawks over Bonneville on the game of the week. Well, after turning it over on downs, making Bonneville turn it over on downs, Ridgeline strikes in a hurry. They're up 14-0, just under 6 minutes to play in this first quarter. Taking a look at Ridgeline, Travis Cox, this is his 5th season as head coach. 40-10 in the past 4 years, meaning he averages 10 wins per season. State title in 2021, a graduate of Mountain Crest and Utah State, playing quarterback at both of those schools. He's also the offensive coordinator. They were number 4 in 4A last year in points per game at 34.25. Onside kick. Ridgeline wants to end this game early. Did it touch one of the Riverhawks? It did not. And it's recovered by Ridgeline. Now the officials are talking about it. It almost looked like it may have touched one of the Riverhawks, but from way up here. They're not going to change it. It was Aaron Young, the kicker, that came out of there with the ball. Bonneville's coaching staff was out there, still out there, pleading their case about it. Jance Afuvai. The head coach, and gotta say, but I don't think he was happy with the outcome. Daly looking deep again. Nothing there, so he's going to run. Daly dives for the 30-yard line. He's going to be at the 31.
Takes it upfield to the 31-yard line.
19-yard gain for Daly. They were trying to go up top again. They've got Bonneville on their heels, and they were trying to strike on that quick strike, on that change of possession before Bonneville could get settled in. Here's the give to White. White walloped after a pickup of about 4, and then Grayson Borchard put him down.
He'll pick up 4 yards on the play. Ends up 2nd and 6 for the Hawks.
Still 5:15 to play in the first quarter, and it's 14-0 Ridgeline. And they are at the Bonneville 26-yard line after the onside kick. Slinging out to the edge to Livingston. Livingston pops it outside. He's got blocking. He's got a first down. And he's got the 14-yard line. Pickup of 12.
He'll get all the way up to the 14-yard line. Picks up another Ridgeline. First down.
Daly is 6 of 7, 83 yards and a touchdown. Three receivers to the near side. Daly on 1st and 10. Going to hand it off right up the middle to Lindsay.
It looks like 4 yards.
As he and White split time, about a 3-yard gain for Lindsay.
Number 5, Tavita Afui on the tackle.
Tavita Afuvai providing the stop for Bonneville. Looks like it's more like a 2-yard gain where they're spotting it. Cohen Richards comes to the sideline and waves at it, and Ridgeline calls timeout with 4 minutes to play in this first quarter. It's 14-0 Ridgeline, and they're on the move. Well, it's been all Ridgeline in the early going. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter, and it's 14-0 Riverhawks, and it's second down at the Bonneville 13-yard line. Daly looking for the edge, just wide of his intended receiver, Jeff Woodland.
Hey, Daly with the pass, intended for number 4, Jeff Woodland. Pass is incomplete.
So here's something
for the Hawks.
Unfamiliar to Ridgeline. Third down. They're 1 for 1 on third downs so far this evening. And that one was 3rd and short. It's 3rd and 8. Cook and Livingston to this near side. They're going to give it to Lindsay. Try to run it right up the middle. Lindsay picks up a couple. Let's see if Ridgeline's definitely got a kicker that can kick from here. Let's see if they kick it, or they're going to go for it.
6. Big 4th down for your Ridgeline Riverhawks. Let's hear it, crowd. 4th down.
4th and 6 at the 11-yard line. Lindsay stays in as the back. Daly fires a BB, and the flags come out. He was looking for Livingston in the end zone. Tyler Cole was there, but 3 different officials threw their flags and said that Double Deuce was there a little early. That's our first flag of the game, I believe. They're going to call a hold on Bonneville. So it's going to be not an automatic first down, but it'll make it 4th and short. Let's see. 5 yards. So it'll be 4th and a yard. And that kind of changes things. I see JT White on the sideline, and he does not have his helmet on.
On the 6-yard line.
And I would hope he's not dinged up already, but he was in on this drive earlier, and it's Crew Jones now, way back, as they have this heavy formation in. Daly fumbles it, picks it up. I don't think he got enough for the first down. He fumbled the snap. That freshman center and Daly having trouble with the exchange. And the same thing stopped a Bonneville drive earlier. A bad exchange
Hawks turn the ball over on
between the center and the quarterback, and that's what happens here.
First down, Lakers.
So the Lakers take over at their own 6-yard line, trailing 14-0. 3:10 to play in this first quarter. Looters looks over the middle. He had a man running free, and he overthrew him. And he ends up on his backside, and that's why he overthrew him, because he had to get rid of it in a hurry, and there's more laundry on the field. I think somebody was downfield early for Bonneville. Let's see. Well, they were downfield in a hurry then, because that play was run in a hurry. That was thrown quickly. Yeah, it's an ineligible man downfield on Bonneville. So that'll be half the distance. They'll take him back to the 3. Cohen Richards, number 3, the defensive end, is talking to some of his teammates out there saying, hey, let's get a safety. Two penalties on Bonneville here in this first quarter. They're going to give it off to Chavez, and Chavez picks up a couple.
Number 21, Noah Chavez on the run. Number 5 on the tackle for the Hawks.
It's third down, I think. Yeah, Ridgeline.
Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 8 for the Lakers.
Ridgeline looking at trying to get that third down stop. Bonneville deep in their own territory. Looters unloads, looking down the sideline. Mansour's being held. Flags come in.
Pass intended for number 1, Isaac Mansour. Pass is incomplete.
And that was JT White, so he's okay. He's in there right now. He was just on the sideline with his helmet off, and now he's in there playing corner, and he had a hold of Mansour's jersey, because 15 is better than 93 and a touchdown, as Mansour had a step on him. Oh, wait a minute, they're backing. Okay, here we go. I was going to say, that can't be on Bonneville.
Ball spotted on the 9-yard line. Lakers first down.
So that'll take them out to about the 24. Let's see where they're going to. It's first game for the officials, too. Everybody relax. It's going to be okay. There we go. 2:23 to play in the first quarter. 14-0 Ridgeline. So it's a hold and not a pass interference, but it ends up being a first down.
Ball spot on the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lakers.
And it gets the Lakers out of the shadow of their own goal line. A lot of passing in this game, not a lot of running, and a couple of scores. And so it's been a slow-moving first quarter. Looters going to throw it again. Out to the sideline, and this one's going for negative yardage.
He's met in the backfield by number 14, Dane May.
Loss of a yard going to Davis.
2nd and 12 for the Lakers.
Luders is 5 of 6 for 36 yards. And it's 2nd and 11. Fake the give, roll to this near side. Luders in big trouble, puts it up for grabs, and it's caught.
Pass is caught on the sideline.
Caught by Cantwell.
40, Reese Cantwell.
18 yards on the Hail Mary.
On the tackle. Cantwell with an upgrade. Lakers first down.
That was just kind of a prayer that Luders threw up there. He was in trouble. And Cantwell did a good job. It was like getting a rebound. Here's Mansoray. Look out. He's on the outside, down the sideline, forced out of bounds, but not until after he picks up good yardage.
Number 1, Isaac Mansoray, pushed down of bounds.
Another 18
by
yards.
10, Cooper Clark.
Poor Clark knocks him out of bounds.
Ball spotted on the 46-yard line.
7 of 8 now for Luders for 72 yards. And Bonneville on the move. 1:01 to play in the first quarter. 14-0 Ridgeline. Ridgeline looking like they might bring some heat. They bring a couple of linebackers. Luders gets rid of it early. And it's incomplete.
This is incomplete. Intended for number 40, Reese Cantwell. Charlie Booth, number 5, on the coverage.
Only the second incompletion. Charlie Booth was there on that little quick out.
Second down.
Bonneville's only run the ball 3 times. 11 plays, 3 runs, 8 passes. Maybe that's why. Chavez taken down. Maybe they're worried about that front. Landon Perkins fires in there, and it's a 4-yard loss.
For a loss of 4.
35 seconds to play
for the Lakers.
in this first quarter. And the clock runs. Bonneville will have to get a snap before the end of the quarter. Havili not in there right now. He started the game at running back. Now it's Chavez. Chavez is going to stay in the block. Luders with time. Throws it wide of his intended receiver, Davis, and it's 4th down on that 3rd and 14 incompletion.
Number 3, Hunter Davis. Bring up 4th and long.
Ball right at midfield, and the Lakers look like they're going to punt it away. So the Lakers,
JT White back to receive.
2 possessions that they moved the ball. I mean, this drive started at their own 6. They move it out to midfield and then have to kick it away. JT White's back, and he's just going to let this one roll. And is that a touchback? The player touched it and slid down, and his feet slid into the end zone, and they said, nope, he got it. At the 1-yard line. In fact, it might just be inside the 1-yard line. You can't execute it any better than that. With 2 seconds to play in the first quarter, Ridgeline takes over at their own 1-yard line, leading by 14. White comes out as the running back on this possession, as he and Lindsay have been switching off. This will be the last play of the first quarter, barring a penalty, an offensive penalty. Here's the give to White. Looks like he had a little bit of trouble with the exchange, but he gets a hold of it and spins his way up for about 6 yards. And that's the end of the first quarter. Ridgeline 14, Bonneville nothing on the game of the week. Both teams take the long walk to the other end of the field where it's going to be 2nd down and 4 for Ridgeline. They lead 14-0. Almost 170 yards of offense for Ridgeline in that first quarter, a long first quarter. A lot of passing, and they took too much time.
Flag on the play.
I didn't notice the back judge counting. Like usually the back judge will start putting his hand out there and counting. I didn't notice it. He was counting at 5, but he blew the whistle, threw the flag, and I looked at the clock. And there is a game clock in each end zone, so
Half the distance to the goal line.
not much excuse for that.
2nd and 8.
Well, 4A has expanded to a bunch more teams this year. Should make things interesting, and we'll share some of the early scores when we've got a moment here. The give to White. White bumps to the outside, cuts it back inside, picks up 3.
And 51, Alexander Witcher.
And now it's 3rd and 4.
3rd and 5.
Salem Hills
for your
leads
Hawks.
Skyview 7-0. Westfield, the new Region 11 member out there in Hooper area. 3-0 over Layton. Bear River leads Cedar Valley 7-3. Right here it's 14-0 Ridgeline, and it's 3rd and 4. Throw it out to the edge, and it's going to all depend on the spot. I think they may have a first down by Knighton. Needed 4, he got 6.
Cole on the tackle. He'll pick up enough for a, say it with me, Ridgeline, first down.
Logan leads Hillcrest 9-0. All of these are first quarter scores. Mountain Crest leading Hurricane 14-7 down in St. George, or in Hurricane. That's going to be a warm game. Green Canyon leads Hunter. They're at Hunter 14-0. 1st and 10 here as they hand off to JT White. White pops out of the pack and picks up about 11, where they're going to put him out of bounds, but back at the 21-yard line, there's a flag. And it's going to be a hold on Ridgeline.
Driven out of bounds by number 1, Isaac Mansoray. Flag on the field.
This year 4A is Region 8, 9, 10, and 11. There are 26 teams.
1st and 13 for the Riverhawks.
From as far south as, well, they've got Utah County, Salt Lake County, and then down south, you know, Cedar City and south, down into St. George, and of course these northern teams here in Cache Valley, and Bear River and Westfield. Going up top, looking for Woodland. Puts it on him. Catch is made. I mean, you can't throw it much better than that. I don't know how else to say it. "28 yards. That was great.
Ridgeline, first down.
Great defense. I mean, you can't defend that any better. It was just a great throw by Daly. Low snap, Daly gets it and throws it just wide of his intended target, Cook.
13, Brady Cook. 2nd and 10 for the Riverhawks.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. White's the running back. Give it inside to him. He cuts it back in, and there's not much room for J.T. White. In fact, no gain. Defensively, Jaden Hansen closed up that hole in a hurry. White with 63 yards, averaging 9 yards a carry. He had one carry for 39 yards. One for 11, and the others have been one for, his other longest has been 6. That's a 4, not an 11. So 5, 39, 6, 4, 6, 3, and 0. But a touchdown in there as well. Livingston on 3rd and 9 goes in motion. Daly in trouble. Flag is down in the secondary. Daly is sacked in the backfield. He's taken down by Pututau. But what's the flag in the defensive backfield? Are they going to call defensive holding or offensive pass interference? Livingston's chatting with the official about it, so it makes me wonder if they were going to call Livingston. They were looking underneath, and it was actually Livingston was trying to come underneath, and he got walloped. He got blown up as he was running a crossing pattern, and it's going to be a call against. How do you call holding downfield? I guess they're going to call offensive holding, but the flag is downfield. No, it's not that far downfield, I guess. Because they're talking to Chance Afuvai. And they're going to ask him, you want to back him up? Or do you want to call it 4th down? They're going to decline the penalty after the sack, the first sack of the game by either team. I think that's an easy call by Coach Afuvai.
On the offense, penalty is declined. Bringing up the Ridgeline, 4th down.
5-yard loss on the sack.
For the Riverhawks.
The first sack of the night for Bonneville. Well, Ridgeline started fast. On the last couple of possessions, Bonneville seemed to have gotten their feet under them defensively, and offensively they've made some plays as well. So Ridgeline's going to have to be careful. Daly's the punter. This one's going to roll down near the 25-yard line, be killed at the 26. And that's where Bonneville will take over. It's a warm evening as the sun descends toward those Wellsville Mountains. But as hot as this summer has been, tonight hasn't been too bad. Sometimes these early games like this, and they're warm, and you start seeing cramping issues and such, and so I'm sure they're trying to keep the kids well hydrated. I know 100 years ago when I played, we had a player that kept a jar of pickle juice on the sideline, and he would suck on that jar of pickle juice every time he was off the field. Big defensive end, make sure that he didn't get cramps. He still got cramps, but he had some pickle juice. Luders has his man, he drops it, and he had some running room. Cantwell just couldn't bring it in.
Pass is incomplete.
That's one where you're the quarterback, and as Cantwell walks back to the huddle, you look at him like, hey, come on. And Cantwell already knows. He doesn't need to be looked at because he already knows. Ridgeline rolling up the coverage now. One high on the safety. Now they've got a strong in there. Here comes a bunch of pressure as they set up the screen, and a nice job. If Landon Perkins doesn't make that tackle, that screen is going for huge yards, and as it is, it's -1. It's 3rd and 11. Bonneville over on 3rd down. Timeout. As the play clock was winding down, Bonneville takes a timeout with 8:05 to play in the first half. Ridgeline 14, Bonneville 0. Third and 11 for Bonneville as we return. They're at their own 25-yard line. They trail 14-0. It looked like Ridgeline was going to blow this thing wide open midway through the first quarter as they were at the 6-yard line at Bonneville, already leading 14-0, and Bonneville turned them over on downs. And since then, they've played the Riverhawks to a standstill, but they haven't been able to put any points on the board themselves. Looters going up top. Lots of blue there. Mansoray comes down with it.
Pass is caught by number 1.
28 yards. On 3rd and 11.
Ball spotted on the
4 catches, 67 yards for Mansoray.
10 for the Lakers.
And we have not seen Havili for a while. Their starting running back. And he's still not in there on this possession. It's Chavez. Fake to Chavez. Get rid of it quickly to Davis. Davis runs over a man, picks up about 14. Let's see where they say he stepped out. It's more like 12.
Braxton Perry on the tackle. Ball spotted on
111 yards on 10 of 13 passing for Looters. He's thrown up 2 prayers that have been answered in this first half. His receivers have gone up and made great plays. Mansoray just a moment ago making one. Looters has a man, throws it a little bit wide of him. Did he get a foot down? I don't know. Oh, the official says he did. 26 yards. What a grab by Davis.
Pass ruled a completion.
So right now, Bonneville's just getting rid of the ball in a hurry.
1st and goal, Bonneville.
And they're giving the Ridgeline defensive backfield some fits. They haven't just pinned their ears back and come after Looters because Bonneville's shown that they've got a pretty effective screen game, so they've had to take a look, right? You would think, as Bonneville takes time out, you would think, whoa, flags flying everywhere. Hang on, we got flags flying on the field as the teams head for the sideline. Something happened. As they called timeout and the team started heading for the sidelines, something happened just outside that far hash, and the official on that far sideline threw his flag. I don't know if somebody said something, somebody did something. We've got Bonneville coaches out there talking to the officials. The officials huddled up and talked about it, and they're still talking about it. That's the second timeout for Bonneville, so they have one left. They're in scoring position inside the 10. It's first and goal for Bonneville. Ridgeline hasn't been able to just pin their ears back and come after Luters. Even though Bonneville hasn't even really tried to run the ball. 4 running plays. But they've used the threat of the screen game to slow down the rush. So let's see what the penalty is or if they picked it up. So they still haven't said anything. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Bonneville. So it's going to back Bonneville up 15 yards. It'll be a first down. Third penalty on Bonneville. But instead of first and goal from about the 8 or 9 yard line, it's going to be out at the 24. So it's first and goal from the 24. Mansoure motions into the backfield. They're going to hand it to him. He's got a lead blocker in Chavez. Spins, puts his head down, bowls forward to the 20, picks up about 4. Mansoure playing with some juice. The 6-foot senior wide receiver. 4 catches, 67 yards, and now a carry for 4. Second and goal from the 21. No Havili, the starting running back for Bonneville, has not been on the field at all the last little bit. 3-man rush. Luters picked off. He threw it underneath, tried to force it inside, and it was picked off by Knighton. So the first turnover of the ball game on second and goal for Bonneville, and Knighton returns it up to the 19-yard line, and that's where Ridgeline takes over. 6:55 to play in this first half. They lead 14-0. That's a big play because Bonneville had Ridgeline back on their heels. Bonneville, you just have felt like they've picked up steam, right? They've picked up steam and momentum the last couple of drives, and in that one, they were doing whatever they wanted. And Luters, I think, just tried to force that one in there. Probably would like to have it back.
Quarterback number 8, Nate Daly.
Daly with Lindsay behind him. He's going to fake to Lindsay, throw it out to the edge to Livingston. Haven't heard from him for a minute. Livingston on that little wide receiver screen. Picks up 3.
Number 11, Graham Livingston. Brought down by number 8, Daniel Park.
4 catches, 60 yards, and a touchdown. And Livingston, 120 yards on 9 completions out of 11 attempts for Daly. 2nd and 7. And this is what's happened to the Ridgeline offenses. They've gotten behind the sticks. They haven't picked up good first and second down yardage, and then they've put them in 3rd and long. And here's a 1-yard gain, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. Offensively, they ran through Bonneville like a knife through butter on their first 2 possessions, and in fact on their 3rd on an onside kick. But then they turned it over on downs as Bonneville since then has really stiffened defensively. Jones and Cook to the far side, Livingston and Knighton to this near side. I don't know if that's Lindsay or White in the backfield as Livingston goes in motion. It's Lindsay in the backfield. Oh, Daly was looking downfield for Cook and he threw it way over his head, and it's going to be 4th down. I can't imagine they would go for it here. No, they're not. They're going to punt it away on 4th and a long 5. Daly, the quarterback's also the punter.
Back to receive for Bonneville, number 1, Isaac Mansoure, number 9, Jet Hershey.
They were short a player, now they got one. Mansoure and Hershey standing back at their own 40. As Daly kicks it away, and he wants to kick it away from Mansoray, and he does. Hershey's going to pick it up at the 29. Gets one block and advances it out across the 35-yard line to about the 36. And that's where Bonneville will take over. Bonneville trying to finish a drive. They've had a couple that have gotten into Ridgeline territory, including the last one that got deep into Ridgeline territory. And they'd have no points to show for it. .137 yards through the air for Looters. But he's also thrown an interception that killed the last drive. Chavez in the backfield, and again no Havili. I haven't seen him on the sideline either. I think I see him sitting on the bench, like literally sitting on the bench with his leg stretched out. Looters throwing the out, and it's incomplete.
Intended target number 22, Tyler Cole.
Charlie Booth there. Looters has not been sacked against a defensive front that put up a lot of sacks last year. Alice, Richard, and Jones, your defensive line in that 3-4. Now they've got a couple of linebackers up. They're going to hand it to Chavez, and down he goes, loses a yard. There just really hasn't been a rushing game at all for Bonneville. That's only their 6th run.
Number 10, Cooper Clark, with the tackle.
They've got 3 yards on 6 carries on the ground. It's 3rd down. 1 for 3 on 3rd downs for Bonneville. And number 1, Mansoray, is lined up on the far side. Cole and Davis to this near side. Looters has to move off his spot, looks underneath as Mansoray comes back for it. He bobbled it and then brought it down. A gain of 6, short of the 1st down.
Number 1, Isaac Mansoray with the reception.
5 catches, 73 yards now for Mansoray. Bonneville lines up to punt on 4th and 4. That's close to a block. Good job by the punter to get that one off. White's going to let it roll and just head for the sidelines, and this one's going to roll down to about the 18-yard line. It is the 18-yard line, and that's where Ridgeline takes over. They lead 14-0, 4:09 to play in this first half. It was an amazing first 7 minutes of this ball game, and it's been a defensive battle ever since. Offensively, Ridgeline was running up and down the field for 2 and 2.9 possessions. And then Bonneville's defense got their feet under them, and like I say, it's been tough sledding for Ridgeline ever since. And Bonneville offensively has driven it down a couple of times, but then Ridgeline makes the stop when they need to. Daly puts it in there, bumped by Mansoray, but not enough to warrant a flag. As they were looking for Richards. I think Daly right there, he had another man. You're on different levels, right? You got somebody short, somebody medium, somebody over the top, and he tried for the medium one. I think he had the easy one underneath if he wanted. Instead, he tried to fire it in there. And he's been successful a couple of times doing that, but not that time. Now they fire it out to Livingston. Livingston chops his feet, stays up, gets out to first down yardage. Pickup of 13 on the quick hitter.
Pushes him out of bounds. Brings up another Ridgeline. First down.
5 for 73 for Livingston. He's having himself a game. And he's in the inside position on the far side. Hand it off to White. White right up the middle, up to the 40-yard line, a pickup of 8. White with 71 yards and a touchdown on 8 carries. It's his 4th carry here of this second quarter. He had 5 in the first. Lindsey's carried it 4 times total. Daly's been sacked once and had a rush of his own for 19 yards. 2nd and 2. Is Ridgeline trying to get their offensive rhythm back. 2:50 to play in this first half. White lunges forward, picks up a first down.
Number 5, Tavita Afuvai on the tackle.
Tavita Afuvai, the middle linebacker. He's been everywhere. He made the stop. Coach's son, Jance Afuvai.
On the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Riverhawks.
New set of downs for Ridgeline, leading 14-0 with 2:35 to play in this first half. Lindsey in at the back. Livingston was wide open and Daly threw it wide of him. Daly's thrown 2 or 3 passes tonight. You just looked at it and went, wow, I can't believe he got that in there. And then he's had a couple where he's had a guy and he's missed him. And you're like, oh, how'd he miss that? He's 10 of 14, 133 yards and a touchdown. So those how did he miss that one plays have been by far the outlier. Because for the most part, he's been pretty dang solid tonight. 3-year starter. Give it to Livingston. Excuse me, Lindsey. And Lindsey knows what to do with it, and he picks up 11 and a first down.
For 28, Karen Fish on the tackle. Jackson Lindsey picks up enough for a Ridgeline. First down.
Over 100 yards rushing now as a team in the first half for Ridgeline. Lindsey stays in there as the back, 4 wide receivers for Daly. Bonneville's bringing 5. Daly's got a lot of running room if he wants it. Steps up, unloads, looking down to the pylon. Ball falls right into his receiver's hands and then onto the ground. Woodland had it. It was right in his hands. He's looking into the sun, but Daly put it right on him. And instead of a touchdown, it's 2nd and 10. Woodland's going to look at that one and film and go, ah. He's probably going to go more than that. He's on the sidelines right now doing that, rolling his head back. He knows. Coaches are coaching him up about his hands, where your hand position should be. I'd like to see him go back to him before long, give him another chance. Give it to White. White puts his shoulder down after the 40-yard line, a pickup of 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4. White averaging 8 yards a carry in this first half, 10 carries, 80 yards. Woodland back into the ball game as they coached him up there on the sideline after that drop. 3rd and 4. Three of 4 on 3rd downs for Ridgeline. Excuse me, 3 of 5. Daly's got White underneath if he wants him. Instead, he goes 2nd level, and he finds Livingston because he had him as well. 11 yards, and the sticks move. Livingston now with 84 yards on 6 catches.
He'll pick up enough for a Ridgeline. First down.
1 minute to play in the half. Clock runs. Ball at the 29 of Bonneville. Ridgeline has 2 timeouts left. Daly over the middle. Livingston tips it to himself. Stays on his feet. He's down to the 5-yard line. 23 yards, and it's first and goal.
One more time. Graham Livingston kicks off enough for a Ridgeline. First down.
Livingston over 100 yards receiving on the night. 107 on 7 catches. Daly is 12 of 17 for 167 yards and a touchdown. 40 seconds to play as the moon comes up over the Bear River Range. The middle of August. It's pretty all the time in Cache Valley, but it's even prettier in the fall. 14-0 Ridgeline. 40 seconds left in the first half. 40 seconds left in this first half. Ridgeline leads 14-0, and they have first and goal on the Bonneville 6. They had a goal-to-go situation on the Bonneville 6 in the first quarter, and Bonneville kept them out of the end zone. See if the Lakers can do it again, or if Ridgeline can make it a 3-score ball game. White racing for the pylon. Touchdown. Well, that wasn't very suspenseful. JT White with a convoy in front of him. I call that the Thanos play because it's inevitable. Young on for the PAT and a chance to make it 21-0. Young's kick is blocked. 20-0. Ridgeline leads Bonneville with 34 seconds to play in the first half on the Game of the Week. Aaron Young tees it up his 40-yard line. He's been kicking for a minute. He's a senior. He's been starting since he was a freshman as their starting kicker. He was in multiple kicking camps this year, garnering some national recognition. He might have a chance to get his school paid for. He's going to kick this one high and short. And it's going to be muffed and runs into the end zone. So Bonneville will start at their own 20-yard line. Brady City had to go right through his hands. Yeah, that's the wrong line. They put it down at the 15. Again, it's first game for the refs as well. They haven't been that busy tonight. There have been a few flags. I only show 4 penalties. I know there have been a couple that have been declined, so for a first game of the season, it's been relatively flag free. Probably shouldn't jinx it. Hand it on the inside, give to Chavez. Chavez picks up 4.
Noah Chavez on the carry.
So we haven't seen
Brought down by number 1, Hunter Knight.
Havili, the starting running back, since early in this ball game. He hasn't been playing. He's over on the sideline. I can see him standing over on the sideline. He's got his uniform on, but no helmet. Wonder if he got dinged. And they took his helmet away. They don't want him to play with a concussion. We'll find out what's wrong with Havili. Not too much wrong with the Riverhawks as they put 3 in the end zone, 20-0 as we head to the locker room. Ridgeline leads Bonneville on the game of the week.
I want to succeed in athletics, but I also want to succeed in school, and I also want to help my family and my community. And so I think through being balanced and juggling all these things, it leads me to fulfill those wants and then be happier because of it.
You're trying to get the out. In order to have a fulfilling and well-rounded life, you have to do a lot of different things.
She goes to her classes and she does her sports.
I don't really know how she does it. She goes to every day with just a smile on her face.
I think everyone can have a drive, but it's the people that actually choose to feed this hunger are the people that stand out. Your hunger to win has to be bigger than anybody else's.
If she sets her mind to it, she's going to accomplish it, and I have no doubt about that. Whether it's she needs to drop 3 seconds on her time, she needs to get a better grade on her math test.
Bill is just one of those people who, whenever I see you do anything, you always have this drive.
There's a drive there that comes from wanting to be everything that her mom set in motion in the first 13 years of her life.
My mom was one of my closest friends, so she had such an immense impact and influence on my life that when she died, my whole world was kind of turned around.
She was heartbroken, as you would imagine. She knew she had all these little ones looking to her. She was only 12 years old, but she became the person who was handling it.
I'm trying my best, I guess. It's been hard. She was such a big part of my life, but I'm doing the best I can.
She's a beautiful runner. It's just amazing to watch her run.
She's a tremendous sister, tremendous daughter, caring soul, remarkably proud of Jillian.
She has so much responsibility in her life. It's also amazing that she does it with such humility and grace.
When you lose your mom and your sister, you realize how precious every day is, and you want to make the most of every day. You sort of set high goals for yourself, and you sort of work to achieve them.
Sheer will and, passion and, but to get themselves there quicker than anybody else, to reach down deep, push through that pain, that both mental pain where you just want to stop, you want to give up, and that physical pain where your legs and your muscles are screaming, and just get yourself there.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Back at Millville at Ridgeline High School, we get ready to start the second half. Eric Olson along with you on the Game of the Week. on the Valley Channel. It was all Ridgeline in that first half, 20-0. But you know, maybe a little closer than that score might indicate, as Bonneville got down 14-0. But then the second half of the first quarter and most of the second quarter, it was just back and forth, and the defenses really flexed their muscles. And then Ridgeline scored late in the first half to take that 20-0 lead. Bonneville with 149 total yards, 142 through the air, 7 on the ground. Ridgeline with 275 total yards, 167 through the air, 118 on the ground. Havili did not play a lot of that first half, and that really made Bonneville one-dimensional. I'm being told that he will play in the second half. We'll watch and see. As we start the second half here in Millville, 20-0 Ridgeline. They kick off to Bonneville. Mansoray looking for the far sideline. Turns it up and gets about to the 20-yard line. Eric Olson along with you tonight. And every Friday night for the rest of this season, which goes into November. Well, one thing that we really need to watch for, Lainga Havili didn't play much of that first half, number 30. He's out there right now. He was cramping up, having some problems with the heat. They've got that kind of taken care of, whatever. Gave him some, rehydrated him, whatever, and he's back out there now. And they really need him because they had gotten very one-dimensional. One-dimensional, but it's been working for him. Davis with the quick out. They've been able to move the ball. They just haven't been able to punch it into the end zone. Ridgeline defensively, when the field has gotten shorter, has been able to bow up. And for some reason, the officials stopped the clock after that play. No, it's because he stepped out of bounds, and now they're going to hand it off to Havili. Havili steps through one tackle, picks up a couple. It's going to be third down.
Havili brought down by number 1, Hunter Knight.
And 1. Havili picked up 4. That matches the longest run of the game. There have been 4 rushes for 4 yards for Bonneville. Just not able to get that run game going with Havili on the sideline in that first half. And now he's back, and they're hoping to see some results. 4-man rush, picked off. A lot of running room and blockers ahead. House call. Knighton takes it back 36 yards, flags flying everywhere. And the flags look like they were after the play. 36 is more like 41 as we look at it again on the. I can see a coach's replay monitor from where I'm sitting. It was 41-yard pick 6. Second interception of the night by Looters. It's 13 of 17, 142 yards, but he's thrown 2 picks. Both of them to Knighton, and they're waiting for a ball. It is football. It's actually in the name. Young had his last PAT blocked. Let's see if they operate a little more efficiently this time. Knighton gets under it, gets plenty of altitude on it, and it's good. It's 27-0. Bonneville trails Ridgeline on the game of the week. the Game of the Week has been brought to you by a lot of great sponsors over the years. One of those that we've had for a long time is the Logo Shop. You name it, they will put a logo on it for you. Seriously, you name it. Start naming things. They're going to put logos on it. Awards and recognition items, headphones, tumblers, bottles, clothes, hats, everything. The Logo Shop, we logo shop stuff. All types of stuff. Wendy's of Cache Valley has also been a long-time sponsor. Wendy's just down the street here. I think I might make my way there after this ball game tonight. You know what's great at Wendy's? I love their breakfast sandwiches. Right, a good breakfast sandwich, and Wendy's has a great one. Wendy's a Game of the Week sponsor. Well, the penalties were against Ridgeline, and so the Riverhawks will kick off from their own 25-yard line. Bonneville, after the interception return for a touchdown, looks to have good starting position for this next possession. Chavez picks it up on the hop, returns it up to the 41, then takes a knee. And Bonneville will head back out, bring their offense back out.
1st and 10, Lakers.
All the other Valley teams in action tonight as the entire state playing football tonight. High school football getting underway. 17-14 halftime score. Logan at Hillcrest. Logan leads that ball game. Nate Butts trying to get a win in his first game as a head coach there. He coached here as an assistant at Ridgeline a few years ago. Luters hands it to Havili. Havili steps through for a 1-yard gain.
On the carry, number 30, Inga Havili, picked up at the line of scrimmage by Hunter Knight. 2nd and 9 for the Lakers.
Westfield in their first ever game leads Layton 17-6 at the half. Luters with Havili behind him. Looks underneath. Nice grab by Davis. He's been great all night. Davis and Mansoray have been a good pair of receivers all night long for Bonneville. Pickup of 8. Now it's 3rd and 2. Bonneville 1 of 4 on 3rd downs. Three down linemen for Ridgeline. And a linebacker coming. Luters throws it wide of Cantwell. So now it's 4th down near midfield. You're down 27-0. What do you do? And Bonneville's going to send the punt team out, and Cantwell, he's got a bad wheel. He's hopping to the far sideline. He's got a long way to hop. Not putting any weight on his left foot. The trainer meets him there. It's a cramp. He picks his leg up and starts stretching him. Ridgeline's been close to grabbing a couple of those, blocking a couple of those punts. Takes a good bounce. They've pinned Ridgeline inside their 5-yard line a couple of times. Once at the 1, that one at the 2.
2-yard line.
Bear River trails Cedar Valley 17-16. Skyview leading Salem Hills. Last score we had at the half, 14-7. And Mountain Crest all over Hurricane down south, 35-14. That one in the 3rd quarter. Green Canyon shutting out Hunter 24-0. We had that game. That was the opener last year. Hunter here in the Valley against Green Canyon, and Green Canyon put a whooping on them. That was a special defense that team had last year. Took them all the way to the title game. The huge upset of Skyview, we were there for that one. Inside handoff. White
23, JT White on the carry.
takes a defender with him. Out to about the hill. They're going to say he picked up 2.
Tavia Habili.
Afuvai in there for the tackle. He's all over the place, playing in the middle there as a backer. 27-0 Ridgeline. Having their way with Bonneville. 8:45 to play in the third quarter. Fake the give. Dally looks. He's got Livingston. Livingston's got a first down. He's out to the 16-yard line. A pickup of 8.
He'll pick up enough for a Ridgeline first down.
Make that 11. Livingston having himself a ball game. 118 yards on 8 catches and a touchdown. Dally with 2 backs behind him. They're going up top. His receiver fell down. He was looking for Knighton. Knighton, as he popped outside, I think he bumped the defensive back and kind of tripped him up, and down he went. (13 of 19 for Dally, 178 yards and a score.
2nd 10 for the Riverhawks.
He's got 14 yards rushing. He doesn't really look to run it. He's looking to throw. And now Ridgeline calls timeout as the play clock was running down. An early timeout. 7:58 to play in the third. Ridgeline up 27-0. Oh my goodness, here we go. Here we go with the music. Our Mr. Everything, producer, director, cameraman, technical director, owner, everything else. Earl's over here. He's been doing the in and out music, the bumper music, right? He doesn't like what they play here at the stadiums, and so he brings his own. A lot of it's kind of the 70s type stuff like this. You know, he's buddies with Dr. Paul Daines down there, and he's an audiologist. And if you recognize this music, well, you probably need to go see Dr. Daines, because that means you're old enough to recognize this music, and your hearing might need to be checked down at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Dr. Daines he's amazing. It's a big decision choosing a hearing pro. Go see Dr. Paul Daines at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. 2nd and 10. Give it off to Lindsay, and there's nothing there. Bonneville loading up that time. And there's going to be a loss on the play of 4 for Lindsay. 6 carries, 14 yards for Lindsay. He hasn't really been able to get it going tonight. Again, if you're just joining us, this is all but one on that offensive line are newcomers for Ridgeline. One's a sophomore. The center's a freshman. He's gigantic, but he's a freshman, which means he's 14 years old. They've got one guy back with experience, and they've done all right tonight. Dally has to run out of pressure. Picks up the lost yardage from the run and then some. Pick up a 5, but it's going to be 4th and 9.
Number 22, Tyler Cole on the tackle. Brings up a Ridgeline. 4th down.
Coach Cox told me, he said, you know, we're going to rely a lot on our defense early on while we get our offensive line acclimated, their feet under them. One of the offensive assistants is Coach Dave Caressa. 39 years, I believe. 39 years coaching here in Cache Valley, as Dally's kick doesn't even make it to midfield. But I was talking to Coach Caressa a little bit before the game. I was asking him about this offensive line, and he was pretty positive about him. And what he did say, that he said, I'm working them hard, which I didn't expect anything else from Coach Caressa. He's a Cache Valley football institution, one of the all-time top 50 at Utah State. Named like an all-century team there.
On the 43-yard line, Bonneville.
Coaching for nearly 4 decades here in the Valley. Won a bunch of rings at Mountain Crest. He's got one here. He might have one for every finger on his hand. I think he's got 4. Luters has some time, now throws it out of bounds.
Pass is incomplete.
Ridgeline not really coming after him. I wondered if with a 4-score lead, if maybe they'd start really coming after Luters, but that time only a 3-man rush. They just don't want to give up anything cheap and let Bonneville back into it. Havili motions out of the backfield. Luters feeling the pressure, unloads, coming all the way across. And grabbing it is Davis, and Davis is right at the sticks. He's going to have a first down.
Number 14 on the tackle.
Gain of 11. Luters moved around into in the pocket, kept himself clean, and gave Davis enough time to come all the way across. Davis now the lone receiver to this near side. 3 to the far side. Fake the inside give, go out to Mansoray. Mansoray taken down in a hurry.
Number 1, Isaac Mansoray.
That was Clark.
On the tackle.
Loss of 2. You don't see that happen much. Mansoray, 5 catches, 73 yards. And he loses a couple on that one. Coach Cox said Mansoray's the guy that they were going to be focusing on defensively, because he said he couldn't remember his name. He said it's a slot guy. He's really good. Now they run that screen. Havili has to come back for it, and he falls down. He would have been better off letting it drop as he loses 3 yards.
Pass is complete.
3rd down.
17 for the Lakers.
1 for 5 for Bonneville on 3rd down, and it's 3rd and 17. Ridgeline's just been rushing 3. Let's see if they send an extra this time. Looks like 4 maybe. It's 5 coming after Luters. Luters underneath to Mansoray. Well, not underneath, but not over the top. In the middle. Down to the 30. 9 yards. It's 4th down.
Brought down by Riley Johnson. Brought down at the 30-yard line. And a 4th down for the Lakers.
7 catches, 80 yards for Mansoray, and it's kind of a no-brainer. 4th and then 6.5. Luters gets a man off sides, gets a man to jump. Looks like it's Richards. So it'll be 4th and short. Ridgeline. 3 penalties for 30 yards. Bonneville.
Penalty called on Ridgeline. Still 4th down.
3 for 23. 4th and 2. They tried to get him again, and they all stopped and pointed, and they didn't throw the flag this time. The nose tackle nearly came early. Havili in the backfield with Luters. Luters is going to throw it. Winds up, has a lot of running room. Slides to the 20-yard line. They're going to say he started his slide at the 21. And that's a pickup of 4 and a first down on 4th down.
Lakers, 1st and 10.
Luders has not been sacked tonight. They haven't really blitzed him. They've been pretty effective in the screen game, and so I think that's kind of kept Ridgeline a little bit honest. Sending too many. They're sending 4 this time. Luders throwing for the sideline. It's over the head of the intended receiver, Hershey.
Pass is incomplete.
Second down and 10. Now the officials are sending Hershey off. An equipment problem. Sideline official came and checked something out and sent him off. Cantwell headed off as well. It's good to see. He was able to get back in there. He had a cramp. He had hopped all the way across and laid down once he got to the far sideline after that last possession, and he stuck his leg up in the air, and the trainer grabbed his foot and pushed his toe forward. And the telltale signs of dealing with a cramp. Throwing the quick out to Davis. He picks up 6.
Pass is complete. Number 3, Hunter Davis. Tackled by number 2, Braxton Perry.
19 of 25 for Luders, 2 interceptions, 171 yards. Bonneville has yet to find the end zone. 3:10 to play in the third quarter. Luders looking for the back of the end zone. Throws the jump ball. Catch made. No, out of bounds. The catch was made. It was a good grab, and the officials said he was out of bounds. He didn't even hesitate. Is that Davis? That was a heck of a grab. Davis having himself a night, 8 catches, 69 yards.
Brings up 4th and 4 for the Lakers.
He caught it. 1 foot looked like it might have been in. No, his tush hit the ground before the feet. Swing it out to Mansoray. He's going to throw it. Got a man wide open. Touchdown. Flag on the play. Let's see. Might have been a man downfield illegally.
There is a flag on the play.
A little trickeration by the Lakers as Mansoray on the double pass there. And they're picking up the flag. Touchdown, Bonneville.
Pick up the flag. Plays with a touchdown.
Looked like it was Cole. Man, that was close to being a forward pass. Got the coach's film right here. So I got a good look at it. Kicks up. Kicks good. Bonneville's on the board. 27-7 with 2:49 to play in the third on the game of the week. Old Grist Mill's long been a sponsor of the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. I am looking at an Old Grist Mill bag right here. Yeah, who provided lunch for the setup crew today? Old Grist Mill. Who else? They do that custom sack lunch with their sandwich, drink, and a treat, something that you can have on the go. We stop there every time we head up to Bear Lake. Get ourselves a nice combo and good sandwich on the way up to the lake. Old Grist Mill, Game of the Week sponsor. Taylor set to kick off. for only the second time tonight. A lot of running room. Livingston turns the corner near midfield. Taken out of bounds finally by Taylor. But not until after he gets to the Bonneville 44-yard line. That's where Ridgeline will take over, and a flag.
That makes it all the way to the 37-yard line. There
Comes out late.
Down.
The official comes running over from way back the far side, and he comes in, throws a flag down right at the 44. Not sure if it was a sideline type or what he's doing. Now he threw his marker down as well. I think he may have accidentally thrown the flag out as he was reaching for his marker, because he went back over there and picked up the flag and left the marker there. I was wondering what that could have been. Well, Ridgeline will try to get that touchdown back. They still lead 27-7 with 2:40 to play in the third. Daly hands it off. Lindsay
33, Jackson Lindsay on the carry.
picks up 8.
Number 2, Ashley Nichols on the carry, on the tackle. Ball right up to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 3 for the Riverhawks.
Second and 2. Man, it just opens up the playbook when you can win first down. So many things you can do. With 2nd and 2 in front of you. You got 2 backs in the backfield with Daly.
Timeout Ridgeline.
Ridgeline didn't call timeouts. Timeout Bonneville. The official on the far side motioned the wrong way. Bonneville with the timeout. 1:56 to play in the third. 27-7. Ridgeline. Got a ballroom blitz going on here. Factory Pizzeria, old East Coast atmosphere with carved up wood tables, exposed brick. Great place to eat some pizza and watch the ball game at the Factory Pizzeria. They got that Chicago style thick crust. They're open late, the Factory Pizzeria. After the Bonneville timeout, it's 2nd and 2. They're showing on the board only 1 timeout left for Ridgeline. They gave that to Ridgeline, but it was a Bonneville timeout.
Number 33 on the carry. Brought down by
Lindsay
number 52.
picks up 3 more.
Jason Howard.
8 carries, 25 yards for Lindsay.
Ridgeline. First down.
Ridgeline right back up at the line. Inside the Bonneville 35. They just gave up a touchdown to the Lakers. Man in motion. Daly going up top, overthrows everybody.
Daly back to pass. Pass is incomplete.
Daly 1 for 4 this half. Of an 11-yard completion to Livingston. So only 11 yards through the air for Ridgeline here in this quarter. Only 20 yards total for Ridgeline here in this quarter. Four-man rush for Bonneville, setting up the screen, and it is there. Here's Crew Jones. Jones tripped up, or else he's probably going the distance. As it is, he gets down to the 16-yard line.
Crew Jones on the screen pass.
17 yards.
On the tackle. Crew picks up enough for a Ridgeline. First down. Ball on the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Ridgeline.
Ball on the 16. Ridgeline huddled up that time. Lindsay in the backfield. Livingston kind of at a wing. They're going to hand it to Lindsay. Finds a hole inside, down to the 5-yard line. 11-yard carry for Lindsay.
On the carry. Brought down by number 28, Taryn Fish.
Now it's 1st and goal for the Riverhawks.
2.
Clock runs with 40 seconds left in the third. See if they give it to Lindsay again. Let those big boys up front. See if they can open another hole. Same formation. Fake the same play. Throw the inside slant. Touchdown. Daly from 6 yards out. Throws it to Cook. So Ridgeline gets the touchdown back. Now 33 points on the board, and Young on for the PAT. He's had 1 block tonight. And he puts this one through. It breaks on through to the other side, and it's a 34-7 lead for Ridgeline with 14 seconds to play in the third. You're watching the game of the week. Hey, you know what I did this year? I did some of those raised bed gardening in my backyard. You know where I went? I went to the AndersonSeedandGarden.com. Get some tips on raised bed gardening, and I'd never done that before. I've always just done it in the ground. I figured, yeah, it should be the same, some of the, same diff, right? You just put some plants in the dirt, they're just raised a little higher. No, there's a little bit more to it than that. And the tips I got there, I have a great garden. I'm up to my neck in cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, all with a little help from AndersonSeedandGarden.com. Anderson Seed and Garden, a Game of the Week sponsor. Mansoray is going to take this one at the 7. Mansoray takes it up to the 20. And Bonneville will take over there, trailing 34-7. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Ridgeline had 275 yards of offense at the half. They're going to be over 300 through 3 quarters. But they didn't put a lot of offense on the board in long stretches in the second quarter and even here in this third quarter, but they seem to have some good rhythm going on that last one. Here's the screen to Cantwell. Screen games work pretty well for Bonneville all night long, keeping that pass rush of Ridgeline at bay, 5 yards, and that's the end of the third quarter. 34-7. Ridgeline leads Bonneville on the Game of the Week. Custom Fence is another Game of the Week sponsor. They can help you with your fence. They can give you good advice and the right materials to help you do it yourself right, or they can do it for you. Call Custom Fence if you have any fencing needs. Now we got the Police going. This is another 80. You play those 80s songs, Earl, and I can get all those. Those 70s ones, Those are for elderly people like you. I say that, but he lugs all that equipment up here. He's here all afternoon lugging equipment to the top of the booth and everything else. It's keeping him young. High school football is keeping him young. Cedar Valley all over Bear River, 30-16 in the fourth quarter. Layton's taking the lead on Westfield, 18-17. Westfield, the new member of Region 11. Looters taken down for the first time tonight. Loses 5.
With the sack.
He looked like he was going to unload it. He's been getting rid of it pretty quick, and then he pulled it down. Didn't like what he saw.
Sack for a loss of 5.
He was taken down for a loss of 5. Third down and 10. Ridgeline jumped up on Bonneville 14-0 in this ball game, and too much time. It's going to be 3rd and 15.
Penalty on the play, delay of game.
And then it was 14-0 until the last minute of the first half when Ridgeline put together a drive and punched it in with under 20 seconds left in the half. And Ridgeline put 2 more scores on the board in the fourth. Layton with one of their own, or Bonneville with one of their own. And here we are, 34-7. Going up top, it's picked! Another house call!
Pass intercepted. Livingston.
Is it Livingston?
Interception on the night, second kick 6.
There's a flag after the play. Not sure where they were going with that one, but it came up short. Not sure if the receiver broke it off. But the ball thrown way underneath. The receiver still had his back to it. Second pick 6 of the night. Third interception for Looters. Unsportsmanlike on Ridgeline. They were celebrating big time. And they took it just a bit too far. That one a 29-yard pick 6. And I didn't see who it was. It may have been Knighton again. Young puts it through. 41-7. The route is on in Millville. Well, the Ridgeline defense putting a little bit more pressure on Looters here late in this ball game. He's thrown 3 interceptions. 2 of them have been returned for touchdowns, including that last one. Mountain Crest leads Hurricane 35-0. That one late in that ball game. Green Canyon shutting out Hunter 24-0. In the fourth quarter, Hillcrest has caught Logan and now leads 21-17. Next week we'll be at Green Canyon, Stansbury at Green Canyon. And then we end out the month of August at Logan High. Timpanogos visits the Grizzlies. And we start September, Labor Day weekend, with a Region 11 matchup, Bear River at Mountain Crest. We can talk about the rest of the schedule here in a minute. Short kick, they don't want to kick it They don't want to kick it toward
Second down with the
Mansour.
spin kick. Goes out of bounds.
Actually, he's not even back there. So Bonneville had made it 27-7. And ever since then, it's been all Ridgeline, including a defensive touchdown on the interception just a moment ago. Again, wasn't sure who that was. It may have been Knighton. Knighton, number 1. They're replaying it again. Yeah, Luters threw it off his back foot. The receiver was still going. He had his back to the play, and he was still heading downfield, and Luters just didn't get enough under it.
On the 50-yard line. Lakers 1st and 10.
They've had Havili back for this second half, but it hasn't really helped them. They haven't been able to, they've been behind enough. They just have to not even worry about running. A nice grab there by Havili on a little bit of a short pass. He comes out of the backfield and picks up 13, 14 yards.
Landon Perkins and Charlie Booth in on the tackle. Looking it up for a Lakers first down.
Havili, 3 catches for 23 yards. That one goes for a first down. Luters to Davis. That one right through his hands. He was looking for where he was going to run before he pulled it in. That's really his first miscue of the night. Davis, he's been good all night long. 69 yards on 8 catches. Five wide, nobody in the backfield with Luters. Let's see if they bring extra rushers, as Havili's in the slot to this near side. 5 showing, 5 coming for Ridgeline. Luters unloads, he's got a man down there. It's Mansour, and it's broken up. I think that was Livingston.
Broken up by number 14, James May. Intended receiver, number 1, Isaac Mansour. Pass is incomplete. Third down.
And it's third down. 30th attempt of the game for Luters. They were without Havili for much of the first half. He was having some hydration problems. They got him squared away. But now they're hopelessly behind, really. Luters stands in there, finds Mansour, and he drops it.
Pass is incomplete. Intended
Luters
receiver,
put it
number
right
1,
on him under
Isaac
pressure.
Mansour.
And Mansour let it get to his body, and it bounced off him, incomplete. And they're going to have to go for it again, trailing 41-7. Really no choice. No, they look like maybe they're going to bring the punt unit out. There they are. JT White back to return. Sets up shop about his own 10-yard line.
Back to kick for the Lakers. Number 11, Hayden Ta'ula.
White calls for a fair catch, then gets away as they all stop and look at him, and it rolls into the end zone. And Ridgeline will take over at their own 20-yard line, leading 41-7. 10:05 to play in this ball game. It's been a good opener for Ridgeline. Well, we talked about our first 4 games. Let's look at the rest of the schedule for the rest of the season. We're going to see Ridgeline again on the 13th of September as they're at Green Canyon. Then Green Canyon at Logan on the 20th of September. 27th of September, we're back here at Ridgeline as they play Logan. Mountain Crest at Logan on the 4th of October. Ridgeline at Mountain Crest on the 11th of October. Skyview at Green Canyon to end the regular season. And then the playoffs begin. Flag and the play blown dead. That's the first false start they've called tonight on Ridgeline. It's only their 4th accepted penalty. And again, not bad with a whole brand new line. I think we've only had 1 holding call. I shouldn't have said that. It's going to be flags the rest of the night. Yeah, with the new 4A with 26 teams now, and I think that's so much better than just having 4A be these far north teams and the far south teams. Be interesting to see how Region 5 plays out. Good grab by Lindsay.
Pass is complete. Number 33, Jackson Lindsay.
Picks up 11. Daly had to get rid of it quick. He had a man right in his face.
Number 8, Gallon Park. Second for the Riverhawks.
212 yards and 2 touchdowns for Daly. 16 of 24. He was a 60% passer last year. He's a little bit better than that here tonight. Inside give.
Jackson Lindsay on the carry.
Lindsay picks up enough for the first down. In fact, he picked up 5. Ridgeline with
First and 10 for the Riverhawks.
a bunch of guys that they cycled in and out of there. Daly's out of the game. I think they're going to pull a lot of their starters and put in some of these backups. They're going to let this clock run down and call a timeout. 8:37 to play in the ball game. Ridgeline in control. You look at Ridgeline, they return 8 starters on their offense. They were number 6 in 4A last year, lost to the eventual champs, Crimson Cliffs, by 7 in the semifinals. Ridgeline came out of the gates. They've been in school for 8 years. Can you believe that? 8 years. 63 and 33. Their all-time record. 2 region titles and a state title in 2021. And now they've got a bunch of backups in there.
Number 27, Caden Weiser on the carry.
Crew Cox
Pick up a gain of 2, second down
quarterback.
for the Hawks.
Caden Weiser with the carry there. Have to get up to speed on all the backups here. But Ridgeline really not in any hurry. They're letting the clock run. Cox is going to throw it. Throws inside. Has a man. To the 39-yard line.
Taylor with the reception.
Pick up of about 5.
3rd and 4 for the Riverhawks.
It was caught out there by Raiden Taylor. So Daly's done for the night. 212 yards, a couple of touchdowns. 16 of 24 his line. Didn't turn it over. Taylor, they're going to run a little screen. And he couldn't get a block out there, and he goes down for a loss of 3.
Number 32, Raiden Taylor on the reception, brought down by number 6, Brady.
So Daly will come back on to punt it away.
City. Back to punt on 4th down.
150 yards rushing tonight for Ridgeline, 152 so far. 214 through the air. This kick goes out of bounds. Ball at the 47-yard line of Bonneville. That's where they will take over, trailing 41-7. Cantwell comes in, running the screen, and it's dropped by Chavez. He had a blocker out in front of him, as they've made wholesale substitutions on the defense as well.
Second 10 for the Lakers.
Next week, Ridgeline at Riverton. They go on the road for a couple of weeks as they go to Stansbury and then come back here to play Cedar Valley. Then that Green Canyon game that we told you about that we'll be at. 1 yard, and it's now 3rd and 9, and it looks like Bonneville's got their backups all in there as well. Hayden Taula, the quarterback, throwing one out there. A little bit too long for Brody Willis. And it'll be 4th down. And it's really all over but the crying here at Ridgeline. High snap, it goes over Tula's head. He gets it, kicks it away. Everybody just gets away for Ridgeline, and the Riverhawks will take over at the 27-yard line. Cox stays in at the quarterback.
Number 9, Drew Cox, in quarterback.
The sophomore graduates in 27. Is that a sophomore? Turn around. Hand it off.
27, Caden Weiser on the carry.
Weiser loses a couple.
Jaden Hansen with the sack.
Ridgeline would need a couple of first downs to end the game. And they're letting the clock run all the way down before they snap it. Hand it to Weiser again. He puts his head down.
Number 27, Caden Weiser on the carry.
Picks up a yard.
He'll pick up a gain of 1 on the play. Third down for the Riverhawks. 3rd and 11.
Third and 11 for Ridgeline as the clock slips under 4 minutes to play. Cox is going to air it out. A lot of grabbing and holding going on, and a flag comes out. So Ridgeline may have picked up one of those first downs they needed to put this ball game away. It's been put away for a minute, but to officially put it away, it's 41-7 with 3:39 to play. I can call it defensive holding. That's not enough for a first down. So that'll make it 3rd and 6. Oh. No, yeah, they marked off 15. So they got to. Now the officials are going to talk about it. They marked off 15. Should have been less than that. Now they've marked off. Now they've marked off 7.
Ball spotted on the 37-yard line. Ridgeline, 4th down.
7, 8, 9, 10. Now they marked off 10, I guess. They finally put the ball down.
Still 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 1. It was a hold and not a pass interference. And you get the yardage, not the automatic first down. Gonna hand it to Weiser. He needs a yard. He's not gonna get it.
Number 27, Caden Weiser on the carry. No gain on the play.
So it's going to be 4th down and 1 after no gain.
4th down.
Ridgeline leaves their offense out there. Wonder if they put that quarterback up under center and just quarterback sneak it. Nope, they're going to keep him in that spread, in that pistol. It's one of those where you got your young guys out there and they'll say, hey, go get a yard for us. And the other side of the ball, you say, hey, don't let him get a yard. Getting kids some varsity snaps. Handed to Weiser. He bounces it outside. He's got the first down. On 4th and 1.
Number 27, Caden
he picked
Weiser
up 6.
He'll get it up for a Ridgeline. First down.
And he may have just put the ball game away. If they wait till this clock's almost run down to snap this, it'll be just over 2 minutes. They can run this most of the way down. I think they still have to run a couple plays. I don't know if they can take a knee yet. We'll see what Cox does. He's going to hand it to Weiser. Weiser's going to pick up 4.
Caden Weiser with the carry. He'll pick up 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Riverhawks.
Looking at the clock and looking at the game clock and the play clock, seeing how close they are to being able to just take a knee. But I don't think they're quite there yet. No, I think they're going to have to. I think they'd have to have one more first down. Let's see. but it'd be real close. They'll probably go for it on 4th down and run it all the way down. Weiser, whoa, puts his shoulder down, and they keep the clock running as he's really close to that 1st down as he picks up 4 more yards. Seven carries, 16 yards for Weiser. 3rd and 2. They can run this down to about 33. They can run out the clock now. Fake it to Weiser, throw it out there. It's incomplete, so they can't run out the clock. They were trying to make sure, right? Pick up that 1st down. Give some of these, backup kids some experience. Now it's 4th and 2. This is practice now for some of these guys. And the clock doesn't start until the ball's snapped. And a 1st down ends the ball game. Give it to Weiser. Straight ahead, 1st down. 3 yards, he needed 2.
Looks like Cade's going to get it up for a Ridgeline. 1st down.
They're going to have to snap it. They're not running the clock. The game clock's running. The play clock was running and the game clock wasn't. Now they don't have to snap it. Ball game is, they just need to run it out, and Ridgeline wins their home opener 41-7 over Bonneville. Big night for Nate Daly, 201 yards passing, 212 yards passing, and 2 touchdowns. 118 yards and a touchdown for Livingston on 8 receptions. JT White with 2 touchdowns rushing and 88 yards on 12 carries. Join us next week. We'll have more high school football for you on the Game of the Week. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel. The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.